So I'll give you a little bit of backstory. I got into the off-roading and really enjoyed it. Added the rooftop tent, but I find the tent to be super annoying. Taking up, putting it down, packing all the sides in. Welcome to Off-Road Corrections Overland build. Today we have started doing some of our cuts and we are using 1x1 square tubing with 1/8" wall, and we are using a 2x1 aluminum tubing with 1/8" wall as well. There's going to be a lot of cutting and a lot of tubing put into this structure to make sure that it's strong enough to withstand the overlanding that I do. And if you've been following the channel, you know I like to do some pretty crazy water crossings, pretty crazy mud, and I do a little bit of rock crawling. So we'll see how this turns out. Stay with us. Okay, so right now we are cutting out the passenger side wall. This is the beginning of it. We're going to lay it all out, get it all true, and then we're going to make the marks where we have to do all the cuts for the wheel wells. Moving right along, got all the cuts done for the side wall so far. And this is it. We got it laid out on the ground here. This is where we're working towards. So we figured out where the wheel well has to be. This is a shelf or cupboard, you might call it. That'll actually be on the inside, not the outside, but to line it up, we put it on the outside right now. Nothing's welded, obviously. You can see my tape marks. Those will all be labeled for where it has to be welded, and all of them will be numbered. We're working along. We've got the driver's side working out here. It's a different design than the passenger side, only because I'm putting a custom built awning inside this top frame. So it has to be structured differently, a little more durable. We're getting there, slowly but surely. I'll keep filming and keep updating. So, give you a little bit of backstory on the build that I'm doing. So I got into the off-roading and stuff a few years ago. I started with a two-door JK. Really enjoyed it, but wanted to get into the camping aspect and saw the rooftop tent. So I bought a rooftop tent, put it on my JK. But I found it to be too tippy for off-roading, so then I went out and I got a Jeep Gladiator, which was awesome. I put the rooftop tent on it and did some stuff, but I find the rooftop tents to be a little bit annoying. There's a lot to them. Packing them up isn't that simple. I mean, it's a lot more simple than a ground tent, but I was looking for something even more simple. Just for the fact that I don't always want to stay in the same spot for 3 or 4 days. I want to pack up, get going, get out there. So, that being said, I decided to make a change. Obviously I've lost my tape, but I have 2 rolls of tape going on. One's for labeling and the other one's just a spare. But I wanted to have something that I could pack up and go quickly. So when you're on the trails and you just don't want to stay one night, you want to be gone. So that's where this build comes in, and you will see how it's going to transpire over the next little while and the ease of it that it's going to be. So it's been in the works for about a year now, designing and drawing and planning what should be the right specs, what will fit the Gladiator. So this, I hope, in the end will be a perfect match for the Gladiator.
Hello, how are you? Well, here we are at Frankenstein Speed and Custom. We are starting the first phase of the welding today. Passenger side layout. In-depth drawing. Getting along pretty good. We're gonna have to go back to the welding shop now and get everything welded up, but I'll give you a sneak peek of what we got going on here. And this is the frame. Still some final changes that need to be made, but we will figure that out as we go.